Zip Pink might be the most accurate price barometer in the system. I'm not exactly sure. There are others, but it's very good. And when Zip Pink is highest or lowest, it gives us some unique opportunities. And this video is about Zip Pink and the relationships that are involved when you look at it from different trading opportunities. In the chart here, I'm in Microsoft, and I'm in November and December of 2015. And I am looking at, I have 5 vertical lines identified on the chart. This one over here on the right is pink, and there are 2 of them that are pink, and those are the ones that are actually, like this one here is pink highest, and this one over here is pink lowest. The other 2 the other 3 have I've just identified them as they're real close. Like, for example, this red one here in the middle, pink is at 21.44, and red and gray are at 13. So one of the key aspects of being able to find a high pink, or I should say a highest pink or a lowest pink, is sometimes there's a little bit more power involved in the reaction of the particular movement that you're in. But sometimes it's related to specifically power red, and when it crosses over 0 or crosses over the power green and orange lines. In the the other thing is that the Zip red and gray are very fast movers, and as a result of that, they can for an easy way to describe it, they can outrun the power pink, Zip Pink. And so when we look at whether Zip Pink is highest or lowest, yes, we love to see those opportunities. But we also have, there's many other situations, like this middle indicator here in red. It is not the lowest, Zip Pink is not the lowest, but it does react very favorably by reversing, and you get a nice green candle on the right side of this vertical red line. So what I'm trying to say is that we can look at the pink line, but oftentimes what we like to see, like a classic example is this middle red line that we have here. The day before the red vertical line, Zip Pink was at 91. The day of the red vertical line, Zip Pink was at 21. So we have a difference, and it's DIFF. I refer to many things as a difference by just using those 4 letters. You'll see videos on different aspects of different indicators with diff, and it's basically it's either the 1 day difference, like I just shared with you. Zip Pink was 91, and now on the red indicator, or the red vertical line, it's 21. You have other differences same-day differences between two different indicator lines as well. Those are the two basic diff styles that we deal with. And we like to see a 1 or 2 day pattern that's really sharp. If we can deal with 1 day patterns, like in this example with this red vertical line, when it goes down 70 points, there's a real good chance that it's going to go back up 70 points, which tells us that if it does, we're going to have a significant candle that we're involved with. And if you, let me draw out here a rectangle. I'm going to put it from here to about, it probably goes right over to about here. That rectangle is about 3 months long, and right here on the top, it's Microsoft is 56.85. Down here on the low, it's at 52.17. And so it's, you know, it's got about a $5 spread in 3 months. And not that you can't make money in a consolidation period. And I'll be the first to tell you that there are many opportunities when you fall within these types of conditions. Most people say just stay away from them, you can't deal with them, you can't make any money in them. But I differ with that completely, because with the system that we have here, day trading visual basics gives you a lot of different ways to analyze things. And I'll share with you one right here. Well, here, let me put up a vertical line, and I'm going to change it to yellow. This vertical line right here has power red at 0.50, and because your zip green is at 100, the logical direction, the only logical direction we can possibly deal with is either it's going to possibly have another green, zip green at 100, or it's going to go down. But since we do have a power red peak the day before this yellow vertical line, there's a real good chance that the power red is now going to cross our zero. And when it does, we get this nice red candle that we see that is on the vertical red line right now. Now, this being Microsoft, this line goes from a low of 54.03 to a high of 56.00. So it's a $2 line, $2 candle, and that doesn't seem like much, because most of the time we like to consider a $2 movement as a minimum. But when you look at the candles around it, when you look at what's happening here in this entire system, I mean, here's I'll take this one right here. That one has 54.51 to 55.87, so that entire line is $1.30, and the excuse me, the body of the thing is 54.98 to 55.37, so it's 39 cents. And so, and this one here is, you know, that one looks like it's about 12 cents, the body is. And when you look through all of these, a $2 movement in all of this is pretty significant, and it was a direct result of a power red crossover. And if you'll follow the power red and take advantage of those times when you do find a crossover, you can make significant higher profit dollars than you would if you don't pay attention to the power red line. So that all being said, when you have a pink, like, let's go to this green line over here. If you'll notice, we have a real high red line peak, and that red is at 83. And you have your zip yellow under 50, so we pretty much know that it's going to go down, and in fact it gaps down the next day. But the pink line is really low. Zip pink is only at 33, so it's about 50 points less than the zip red line. And part of what you see here is that that difference, that 50-point difference, because oftentimes the pink and the red and gray will run close together. I mean, and I don't mean real close, like the red and the gray run just a few points apart. The pink to the red and the gray runs, 10 or 15 points apart. But in this case here, it's 50 points is a much bigger difference. And so even when you have, like here, if I move this, or if I move this green vertical line over to this peak, I have the zip red at 80 and the zip pink at 60, so it's 20 points apart. And it tells us from the information that we have there that the zip pink is not highest, but we do have what we refer to as a red peak. And so next day, even though it gaps up here, it goes down significantly. And so you can discount whether it's zip red, zip gray, or zip pink as the highest or the lowest, and just treat it as though the zip pink is highest or lowest, because the reaction to what you got is oftentimes in a relationship to the difference that you had from the previous day. Like, did it drop 20 points or 50 points? And usually if it's around that 25 or 30 all the way up, through 50, 60 points, the reaction is going to be a reversal, and it'll go back the other way. So we like to see these strong drops, and you'll see them as also in your power and trend charts below the zip chart here. When you have significant drops in the power red or the power trend, then you have significant increases that go along with that. And that's visible right after the pink line over on this side, and it's visible right here in the middle between the red and the yellow vertical lines as well on this yellow vertical line and other places. So it's a very zip pink is used very effectively in our system as we use it to trade, and so this gives you a basic idea of what zip red or pink highest and lowest is all about.